Oh man, this is the first day since I moved to Pennsylvania that I've actually gone out and actually ridden. Everything else, it's just been so busy with the new baby and back and forth to work. I think the most miles I put on this thing at a time are about 12. But I've actually got my Sena headset hooked up, got the Bluetooth going up there, got a new mix shuffling, just picking a direction and going. It's a nice little combine for sale if anybody needs a little corn cutter. It's hot out though. I don't know if you can see the temperature there. 93, 3:30 in the afternoon. Should have opened up the holes in my jacket before this. Anyway, let's get down to business here. Now that I've been in Pennsylvania for a little while, I can kind of get organized and tell you guys what's coming up. I got another care package from Moto Million, and they've got, have you seen those track buttons that they have? Instead of all this junk here, they have like these red, green, and blue, you know, like pit lane type of buttons. He sent me the street buttons, and he sent me the track buttons, and I'm gonna go ahead and do an install video on those, but I have no use for them, so I'm gonna do the videos, make sure I can help some people, and then send them right back. But we've got that. He also sent me a windscreen, so expect a couple of install videos, both for those control buttons, and then I've got to figure out how to put a windscreen on this. I hear it's a real problem because I don't know if you can see some of these bolts on the front, those little screws on the front. I don't know if there's any way to get to those. I'm not sure. I may have to dismantle this entire bike just to change the windshield. But if that's the case, it'll make for a good video. Man, it's crazy out here. I gotta find a road that goes over one of those mountains. But just because I haven't been riding doesn't mean I won't be editing videos. I've got a whole huge backlog, some 2016 stuff, some footage down in New Orleans. I got some footage in Nashville. All that stuff will be rotated through. Probably get to it during the winter time, because that's when I'll just have to deplete my stocked footage, dig through the archives, make sure I get something good. I was telling my wife the other day, I was like, man, I haven't posted some of those videos. She goes, well, why don't you do it? It's like, well, it's easy when you record and jump off the bike and then edit it right away. That stuff's been sitting for like a year. I have to go through the entire video and just look at everything. And you know, some of the stuff that I've been doing with Captain Brunch Racer in those dual vlogs, that was Memorial Day weekend 2016, so that was a year and a half ago. I'll watch some of that stuff. It's hilarious, but it's good to relive those moments. I don't know when the next time I'm gonna ride with him is. I've got a friend that's in the Navy, and he just got moved out to Washington, like just north of Seattle there. I keep trying to talk Captain Brunch Racer into flying out there with all our gear, both of us buying our 1200 GS's and then drive all the way across the country. Dude, we don't need two R1200 GS's, we just need one. One. Do you have your phone out? You're the worst passenger ever. I think that would be a riot. The only thing is we'd need a place to drop all of our footage. We'd need to bring a laptop and maybe buy a portable hard drive or something. Buy an external hard drive to drop everything to once we're done every day. Man, it's hot. Facing into the sun too. I've got one of these tinted shields. I'm glad I do, because it's still bright. Should have put on some cool sunglasses. Actually, the other day we were at Walmart or something, and I found like the creepiest molester sunglasses that I could find, and they were like $3 each or $2 each or something, so I bought 3 of them. I only know where one pair is now. I think I've got one in my office, there's one in my toolbox, and one somewhere in my car, but the one in my toolbox is the only one that I could find at the moment. My daughter is 8 months old, and she was trying to get at them, and all she does is pick things up and flail them around and then throw them on the ground or put them in her mouth or something. So I'm like, I gotta keep these away. And so I put them in like the front pocket of my t-shirt. She immediately just like goes whoop and grabs them out and starts playing them around. I'm like, no, don't, those are my last $3 pair of sunglasses. And then I snatched them out of her greedy grasp. No fun for the baby. No, but speaking of Captain Brunch Racer, I was sending him texts the other night, and he was saying one of the guys that he knows, he's got this, it's like a timeshare but for renting motorcycles, and he said that the dude pays $30 a month flat fee to be part of this timeshare, and then $30 a day to rent whatever bike you want. which would be great because he says he travels a lot, and instead of renting a car, he just rents a motorcycle, which is amazing. And that's kind of not a bad deal. The little town we're riding through right now is Mifflinburg. And Mifflinburg, other than having the Rusty Rail Brewing Company here, they've got, this was like ground zero for every stagecoach looking things. And this was apparently, there was one on every corner. This was like ground zero for all of the stagecoaches. Actually, I bet I could find this place that, one of the old factories. I'll show you one factory and then I'll show you a different one. Alright, this old building to the left. So this place, they used to build stagecoaches, and if you look at old pictures of, you know, old-timey people, that's literally the same exact building. Living out here close to the East Coast, you see all these old buildings. Look at that thing. It's just made out of railroad ties and goo. Stick as many boards up as they can and then like plaster all that junk on it. It's definitely some cool buildings though. All these buildings. There was one, when we were looking to buy a house around here, we looked at one place, the house was built in 1822. And I moved here from Illinois. I don't even think Illinois was a state in 1822. So this brick building to the right, that's where the Rusty Rail is now, but what used to be there is they built stagecoaches, they transitioned into building vehicles. Is it just washed out? This is pavement, I think. No, that's not pavement. Oh, it's not pavement.